The year was 2010. The year that the very first iPad was released to the world. And the year the greatest volume of ancient texts were discovered in the library of my local Big Lots. The 1990s were packed full of great games of many titles and genres. One of the most popular genres of that time period, though, was the JRPG, or Japanese role-playing game. JRPGs have had many successful gaming eras. Games like Dragon Quest and Final Fantasy were strong selling video game titles in the late 1980s. Even now, those two franchises still release new games on today's consoles. But to many, the golden era of JRPGs was in the 1990s. It's hard to dispute that golden era claim when the 90s gave us titles like Dragon Quest IV, Final Fantasy IV, Chrono Trigger, Grandia, and Final Fantasy VII. But my favorite game of that era can be found on page 393 of the 1001 Video Games You Must Play Before You Die book. That game is Final Fantasy VIII. After the extremely successful release of Final Fantasy VII in 1997, Square was riding high and ready to push out their next title in the franchise. Final Fantasy VIII was released February 11th, 1999 on the PS1, with many mixed reviews. Its unique, realistic character art style wasn't too popular for a lot of Final Fantasy fans, which is understandable because the 7 games before it followed a more cartoon or manga style art form. This would explain why they went back to the cartoon style in their following title, Final Fantasy IX. The Junction and Guardian Force system was also a big negative for the game upon release. It was a system that made your Guardian Forces or summons completely overpowered and essentially could turn the characters in your party into gods. Monster encounters and bosses also scale to your party's average experience level, making the game tougher as you gain character levels. So people felt they were being punished by becoming weaker instead of stronger every time they gained levels. Some of these complaints are valid, but that really doesn't take away from how good the gameplay, story, and graphics are in Final Fantasy VIII. There are many elements to the story that make this game a must-play game. War, rebellion, romance, time travel, witches, space, cowboys, and even a plot twist. This story is wild and unforgettable. The graphics in Final Fantasy VIII really push the limits of the PS1. The game stands up graphically in today's gaming world with an open world map, in-game cutscenes, and futuristic world design. The game received a remaster in September of 2019 for the Switch, PS4, Xbox, PC, and even Android and iOS. Graphically, the remaster enhanced in-game character models, monster models, and touched up some cutscenes. The remaster also comes with built-in cheats like 3x speed, no encounters, and autofill health and limit break. You can purchase Final Fantasy VIII Remastered digitally on your favorite platform for $20 USD, and physical copies are around the same price. And if you are a collector, you can pick up a sealed greatest hits version in English for the PS1 for around $50, while a sealed Japanese version sells for around $125. And last but not least, you can expect to pay a hefty price for a graded copy of the original for about $450 in English. So, was the book correct? Should you play Final Fantasy VIII before you die? I think you should. The original version on the PS1 got a Metacritic score of 90 and a user score of 8.6, while the remastered version of the same game received an 80 Metacritic score and a 7.3 user score. Not bad. Not bad at all. So in 1999, I was a 13-year-old kid who really didn't understand the story, so when I replayed this as an adult, I really enjoyed it. It's amazing. Like, I loved this game as a kid. I love it to this day. It is a must-play game, in my opinion. So what's next from the book? You'll have to find out. So be sure to like and subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed this video. It's the first of many in this series, literally 1,000 more games to go. Subscribing will keep you up to date in this series and really push me to play and complete this series. So thank you so much for watching, and God bless.